Hello and welcome to the Hacktivist. I'm Kevin Tame and I have Zero Hour here with me. I might refer to him as Brian, so sorry, but I'll do my best to call you Zero Hour. And yeah, and today we are streaming the SOCR 9 finals. SOCR stands for the Stimhack Online Cache Refresh Tournament, and this is Janktivist versus Webster, and this is the finals. Both of these guys are really solid players. Their decks are really strong. I think Corp is kind of favored in Cache Refresh, but this should be pretty fun. We'll be jumping on here in just a second. Okay, hold on. So, okay, cool. So I believe who's going to be corping first?
I think Janktivist is going to be corping first.
Okay, cool.
Pretty sure. Yep. Ooh, Liza, that's a good pick. This should be fun.
So I think Janktivist actually was the one who picked to see who was going to go first, and since corps are favored, I think that's why he picked his corp.
Okay.
And also in the, I don't know if you know, in Swiss, Janktivist swept Webster.
Yeah. He said he got lucky, but that's, people sometimes just say that.
Exactly.
It's a good start for Liza, I think.
Yep. I think if you can shut down centrals, like, he doesn't have a lot. Like, that is his draw engine.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I personally was able to beat these Asmari decks was the play is, because they usually are going to punitive you, right? So the play is you want to steal the agenda, and then you want to play the class act to have the meat protection, because in soccer there is no meat protection.
Right. Yeah, and even playing the second one's not that bad because it's still just a bunch of draw.
Exactly. And the other, he it looks like he's going to probably be going tag me this game.
Oh yeah.
And he used to do a networking, which was pretty powerful, so closed accounts is going to be a real problem for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm sure there was some teching going on behind the scenes.
So yeah, so those of you who don't know, the in soccer, in between each round, you can change your decks, and that actually makes it, I think it's one of the most fun parts of the tournament, is it's kind of a quasi sideboarding, right? Like what they do in Magic. You can put like I rebuild my deck almost every round to figure out like how to beat their deck.
Yeah, it's interesting because like in most tournaments where you can't do that, you get blindsided by something, and that's enough to knock you out or to give you the loss that keeps you from getting to the end of Swiss and into the cut, and you just like don't have that excuse anymore.
Yeah,
you always know it's coming.
So when I played Webster in the cut, it was kind of a Princess Bride moment, right? Like where I knew he was playing this type of deck before, which was on Lamb, and so I like put Wall of Static and all of this stuff to kind of tech against that. And then he, I think, assumed that I was going to be teching against that, and so his deck was like completely different, and I was like, so is this like, maybe the poison's here, maybe the poison's not there.
Yeah, playing infinite levels against each other. Yeah, it's interesting that he thinks he's got enough ice to build like a solid central defense and then be able to score out of the remote. I think that he's probably leaning into the fact that usually, like, when you're playing Liza, you don't have very good breakers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at best, you're going to have a turtle, and yeah, that's kind of shut down right now.
So I think his breaker suite is going to be is most likely Corroder. Is it Buktar? I don't know how to say it. The New Century breaker, Bugalter, yeah, and then
obviously Fem.
And Amina, I think, is what he's on.
Yeah, that's a solid suite, I think.
Yeah, it's really good. And so what you have to be careful with is, I haven't seen a lot of Asmaris running this, but this actually lost in the last round for Janktivist. It lost his opponent because of the border control. So since he has border control, and you just have to be aware of that, you might have to run that server twice, which his opponent ran a last click and border controlled him, and his opponent actually had the upper leg almost the entire game, but that border control won him the game.
Oh yeah, it's I mean it's essentially your bootleg Nisei Mark II in like every
Exactly.
faction at this point. I had a lot of luck playing Liza with
Oh, look at this. This is
Cyber
new.
Cipher. That's interesting.
That's awesome.
Actually, he might be playing into what I was just about to say. I had 3 Fems in my Liza deck with Rejig, and that lets you just like if they have a surveyor, you find it, you put the Fem on it, and then if they get rid of it, you move it around again. And he could be pulling double duty with Cyber Cipher there.
And at 3 influence, it's not too bad.
Oh yeah, it's an excellent breaker. I mean, ultimately, he's going to end up focusing on R&D anyway. Just point it in one place and go.
It's funny. I considered this in my Leela deck, but I didn't consider the. What my problem was, I didn't think of the rejig combo. So I was like, oh man, I have to commit that to the remote.
Yeah. If you take, you can take Honor and Profit, and then you'd have like Passport, and then you can surprise them with the Cyber Cipher on the remote.
Mm-hmm.
That's always fun.
This Jua is not a great thing to hit.
No, it's not.
He probably what do you think he does? He does Paragon and Cyber Cipher?
Yeah, probably. I think that the bankroll is just not. It's not going to matter too much at this point. Of course, he might actually want to get the Cyber Cipher back and just give up on HQ, and then use it for whichever server he chooses to attack.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can use Jua to get your Cyber Cipher. You don't even need rejig.
Yeah. As long as they pick it, yeah.
Hey, thanks guys. I'll bring up Brian here a little bit louder, so you guys let me know if you can hear him a little better.
Okay, I'll pull it in a little bit too.
But you're a little bit of a mumbler, right?
Oh yeah. Huh. He chose Paragon and Bankroll. Yeah, it's like he doesn't want him to have the Cyber Cipher back. I wonder if he realized that maybe he's like locked out of the remote this way.
So the current ice is a border control.
The bottom one, I think so, yeah.
Border control is on the remote.
Yep. I wonder if he's just going to try to fire the inside job just blind into that remote.
So the thing is he is probably only wants to look for advanced things, right?
Yeah. Jinja's in this though, right?
I don't think I don't know if Jinja is
Format though, right? Not in the deck, I mean.
I don't think it's in this deck, but I believe it is in the format.
Okay.
So he probably wants to. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, so he's on a Tycho. Man, his breaker suite has changed every match.
Yeah, I wonder if this is the situation where it's like, well, he's going to be Asmari, so he's going to be rich anyway. So what does it matter? Just give me an efficient breaker.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, basically, you just want to get in. And I actually is Janktivist real? Is he on punitive, or is he just trying to tax you out?
It's hard to say. Those usually go hand in hand, kind of.
Yeah, but the border. I mean, he's on Surveyor, and the border control is 3 influence.
Yeah, he's probably not on punitive then.
I mean, one high profile target could really make this.
Yeah.
You basically just has to survive, right? I'm surprised Liza did as well as it did.
Yeah, it seems like even at Euros, people were saying just lean into it and it'll work. I don't have those kind of guts.
Yeah, but the thing about soccer, which I think is the problem, is you can change your deck. So you can add any card you want in between rounds. So as soon as you see Liza, you're just like, well, let me add a bunch of high
Yeah,
profile targets.
yeah. Your ice might be like Enigma and Infection ice, but it doesn't really matter much.
Yeah. And
That's a good Rashida.
Laura's saying here in the chat that Liza made the cut last soccer too. I mean, 2 draw when you make a run is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you just force the corp to put ice everywhere and res it. That's sort of denial in its own right.
I think Janktivist is in a good spot here. I mean,
Oh yeah.
but he's not seeing agendas as.
Yeah, and his fear is starting to show as he throws that ice up on R&D. He's not happy to not have those agendas at this point.
So it's Eli and Surveyor. Surveyor is pretty. So like it's pretty good against the what is it the I can never say I can never remember this name of this card.
I think it's Book Coulter.
Begulter, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine if it's 1 or 2 ranks, but that 3rd rank is just no longer any good. And maybe that's what the Fem is for.
Yeah.
He's definitely having to eat these slot machines a lot. That's not good for your
No.
cache.
I almost considered putting in a single ice wall just so I could for slot machines when I got the triple.
Oh yeah. I had an asset deck that ran Haas architecture, whatever, the one you advance it and you get clicks, just with the slot machines. It's just you throw it in a remote, doesn't do anything except power fully operational, and then if it hits, you get 3 fast advance the runner has to take care of.
That's awesome.
Probably never worked, but it was cool. He is going all in on these slot machines.
Well, he was at 0, so it was fine, right?
Yeah.
So he just got a bank. He basically got a bankroll, and
Right. I guess it does kind of give you an idea what you're gonna draw next turn, sort of, when you make your run.
he's just trying to get fake credits on bankroll.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the rejig in there. I like to see that. That's cool.
I think he's gonna try to have it be a surprise, right? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see him looking like he's gonna commit a Fem to something like a Surveyor or something, and then shift to like an R&D attack or something.
But he has no money. Whew.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he's gonna have any anytime soon either.
Well, and I think so we have all perfect information right now, right? But R&D is going to be the place.
Oh yeah. My guess is he's just gonna rejig the Cyber Cipher to R&D and just try it. Because if he's not putting agendas out there at this point, you know he's digging for it.
Yeah.
Especially when he takes his first click to draw that last turn. I'd put the NGO into the remote just for this, just to like, give him that thought that maybe I do have the agendas.
Yeah, because he doesn't really need this daily quest ticking right now. He has another one he can put back in there.
Right.
See, I think I might have clicked for a credit and dirty laundried into archives to get draw and money, and you don't lose the credits.
Right. Ooh, he's thinking they're in HQ. I think.
Maybe he just wants to get some value off of. What are you going there for?
It's bizarre. Maybe he's looking for a doof. No, he can't afford it. It's confusing.
Yeah, I actually don't understand that line. Oh, he wants the draw. He gets the draw with it and had no money. He had 0 credits.
Oh, okay. Sure. But then why play the fem first, right? Wouldn't you just run it like with Dirty Laundry and then play the fem and then run?
Yeah, I think I like that line better. And then you get the credit for bankroll.
Right.
Yeah, see, I think Janktivist, you're right. Jamming an NGO in here is a good thing to force his hand a little bit.
Yeah, because then maybe he has to use whatever he's like his scavenger or whatever to put it on the remote, and then he has to take even longer to attack R&D.
But if he like this HQ is pretty porous, so agendas are eventually going to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I like that play.
I still think just getting him to commit his tools to either R&D or the remote is going to be good for you no matter what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So like here, I think he's going to try to do 1 on archives, 2 on HQ maybe, just to get the crowdfunding back.
Yeah, because then he can pitch one of the crowdfundings.
Well, he can do 3 runs and then still install the second one. I know he's not thinking about leg working. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh no.
Well, he can get rid of the NGOs, which are good to get rid of.
Yeah, it's good, but for a different reason than I would have expected.
Yeah. But this HQ is pretty porous. Like, he starts drawing agendas.
Yeah.
He could lose there.
Yeah, if you know that you can trash all of the 3 things in HQ and then, like, they're not just going to be able to jam agendas every time, yeah, it's okay. Ooh, Biovault.
Yeah, no punitive with this influence.
Yeah. I'm jamming the Biovault here every time, too.
Yeah, he should put it in.
I would have had it override the daily quest. You got to test his mettle on running the remote at some point, I think.
He doesn't know anything now.
Yeah.
He's had horrible economy. Liza has.
Oh, yeah. I think it's severely predicated on having cheap to free runs on centrals, and obviously that's not happening.
This is game 1. Yeah, he's so poor.
Well, he's going to the right place now, I think.
Mm-hmm. What was the ice here? So the ice is Surveyor.
Surveyor, yeah. That's the downside of Fem here.
Well, he can rejig that Fem.
That's true, yeah. He knows where it is now. Boy, that sucks a lot less when you don't care about the tags.
Oh, yeah. Surveyor is a bonkers ice, man.
It really is.
Ooh. This is amazing that he hasn't seen agendas.
Yeah. I think the good news is if he puts red herrings on R&D or even HQ, I don't think Webster's ever going to have enough money at the end of a run to be able to steal anything,
I think
or
this is
maybe even trash it.
I think that's a misplay to put red herrings in the remote.
Oh, absolutely. There's no you. If he's getting into that remote, uh, he's not going to have enough money to steal there either. I would put it on HQ probably at this point. HQ or R&D, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's interesting. What does he think that is?
something. Well, how can he get through this? Oh, he inside jobs.
Yeah,
He has a few inside jobs. He has same old thing for inside jobs.
that's true. Yeah, I guess if you know you're not, the agendas aren't coming out. Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Oh man, he could lose right here. No, he couldn't because it's only 2 cards. He's seeing.
Yeah, but he can leave himself in really, really good position, I think. So, what would that be? 7 and... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's going to end the run with the Biovolt. I honestly would have done that too. Most definitely.
So let me see if we can fix this. So apparently rejig is still bugged, right?
Is it?
So let's look here. To install Fem, Webster selects Ice Protect Fem. Yeah. So he should. So the yeah, that's a bug in JNet.
Huh.
Let's just say.
Yeah, I would think go back to the rejig maybe.
Yeah, because I think it's true there.
Yeah, because nothing really changed except for hitting the slot machine, I guess.
Uh, thanks, Sanjay.
He's such a good TO.
Yeah. Uh, Brian, can you send him the chat it to him?
Send him what?
Sorry. Sanjay's looking for the password to the game so he can TO it.
Oh, yeah.
If you can chat it to him, that'd be great.
Yep. So this is the second inside job. This isn't a redo. This is the real deal.
This is the second in inside job, yeah, because he didn't have the money, so he was going to run archives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think red herrings would have been ideal.
Yeah. Given that there's none coming out, I mean, even if he trashes it, that's still gonna stop a lot of money's worth of runs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And at that point, you had the Biovault and the remote. It's just like The odds of needing more protection over there just doesn't seem very high.
I think he would have biovolted anyways.
Yeah, I just mean you don't put the red herrings in on the remote once you have the biovault there.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think he should have biovaulted there because he can't assume that he has another inside job, right?
Yeah, I think definitely you fire the biovault. I bet the next two cards are agendas, and we're gonna look really smart.
I mean, there has to be agendas in there, right? Sooner or
Yeah,
later, you're gonna hit
we
them.
haven't seen any so far, so it's got to be.
Let's see. Moment of truth.
I'm gonna be very surprised if he's not on 6 agendas.
Not an agenda. Dang.
He's
Or
getting 2 though, so maybe. Suspense.
maybe he didn't put agendas in his deck. He's like, that's my tech. So one of my
Yeah.
first few games of Netrunner when I was learning, I um, created a deck. Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
he was deciding on what to put back. Yeah, there.
Oh my
See,
gosh.
we're geniuses. They had to be the top 2.
Oh man. Okay, so that is a. So he has the same old thing. So he needs some money to be able to play it again. I mean, I think he has to. R&D is where he goes, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's going to happen is he's going to use Rashida here because he wants to drop into agendas.
Right.
But then HQ's pretty weak.
Well, I mean, HQ's not super weak because there's no decoder, and the decoder he did have was
Oh
specific
my
for
gosh,
Webster.
no agendas.
I think you do booth HQ, booth R&D, and what did he put in the remote?
Yeah, he put Booth on R&D. He put a Rashida because he wants to. No, he put the Echo Chamber because he wants to get. He needs to get that point.
Okay. I like booth on HQ because he still has to put an answer down in case you like get an agenda next turn. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, good play.
You got the money, you might as well do it.
Oh yeah. Yes, 100%.
I might have even put the Rashida in the remote this turn instead. Ooh,
Oh,
that second RDI.
and another Fem. So he
He's
Fems
gonna
it.
have to pay the gold price for that one though.
Yeah. This is incredible that there's no agenda still.
Yeah, this is amazing. Well, now here's his chance to get the red herrings in the right spot. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. That makes it feel a lot better, I think, with the booth up there.
So he trashed the rogue, right?
Yeah, I think so. The problem here is he needs 5 turns to score out, just in advancements and clicking Echo Chamber.
Yeah, so he
And
can't.
actually 6 to 1 to install too. So, jeez.
I think he scores the Echo Chamber here, right?
Yeah, you have to. You can't override it, unless there's another one in the deck.
Yeah, he's got to score it, and then score. Yeah, Fisk. There we go. That'd be Fisk this for the win.
Yeah, that would do it. Ooh, did he override it?
He must
Ooh,
have another
yikes.
one.
I hope so. That or he's just going to try to do the old 6-turn score.
Yeah, that's a lot of. So what do you do here? You know, R&D might be lost, right?
As a runner?
As the runner.
Yeah. I think maybe you can test one of the remotes if you think you can, if there's not like a good defensive upgrade, and then you can run R&D with just dealing with the surveyor.
Oh, he's even taking more time because he trashed the rogue trading. I think that's a mistake. He's
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have a decoder on the board and he's drawing for it, then yeah, I think you just go without trashing the rogue.
wait. What happened to his? Oh, he shuffled it back in his deck, right?
Yep, with the degree mill. Degree mill.
And he hasn't drawn it back. So the
It's not looking bad now.
so it cost him 1 to 5 to break toll booth with cyber.
Right. Is he gonna put that Hydra on R&D? Is he thinking about that?
Hydra do 3 net damage if the runner is tagged. And the run of the runner is tagged. That's a nasty piece of ice.
That's gonna be quite the tax with Yeah, so is he gonna add to his deck with Distract the Masses to thin it? Or to
Oh, and
fatten it?
bring the echo chambers back.
Yeah. That's a fair play.
Yep. I'm surprised he's not on a closed accounts.
Yeah, it's right there. Right in faction. Just 1 credit away from locking it out.
Yeah, sneak door would be really great here.
You would think so, if you're the runner anyway.
Yeah, exactly. From like his perspective, it would be you'd think it'd be good.
Yeah. I wonder if he's thinking about firing that hot pursuit just to get a grab at HQ. Well, he just played to distract the masses. He would have shipped an agenda if he had one, so yeah, maybe not.
So we found cipher.
So where do you put that?
So I think you go for R&D, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then you try and like inside job over some of this stuff. Well, you got to deal with the surveyor. That's the problem.
Right.
It's expensive to get all this stuff down. He maybe he wants to fem the surveyor.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think same old thing for rejig on the surveyor.
Oh, he's
With
going HQ. Yeah, just to get some money.
Yeah. That's scary though, because then your Cyber Cipher's locked onto HQ.
You can always same old thing rejig, right?
Yeah, if you want to use it for Cyber Cipher, sure.
He must have more than one rejig though. We've only seen one.
Yeah.
And Jua is expensive to break. 3.
Yeah, that's not great. Makes me wonder if he is running Bagalter.
Looks like he's just femming things. A data
Honestly, I would run 2 or 3 Fems and a Bagalter. Seems good.
I don't know if it's worth the trash there. I guess he wants to have more accesses.
Yeah. Seems weird.
Same old thing. Legwork.
Yeah. That would do it if you can afford to get in. It's 5.
3. And then 1. So it's 9. Plus legwork is 2.
Yep.
You could do it. I mean, he's going to build up agendas. It's got to, right?
Maybe we'll see the rare 3rd red herrings go down on HQ.
There can't be another red herrings. But a Hydra.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah, I think if he eats that with his face, that's going to be a wrap.
inside. So he knows there's agendas in there, right? So maybe you can't pay. Yeah, you can't pay through that. But maybe you try and do an inside job into HQ because your odds are really good right now.
Yeah. Gotta
You
be
don't.
pretty sure it's 50-50. I would say falsified,
Yeah,
install same old thing inside job HQ.
well, does he have the money? Um,
Oh yeah, if you do have to hit the toll booth 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you could do it.
the advanced card is an agenda. It's a SSL. So this remote is dead. He's never going here.
Yeah.
We can't.
Huh.
Oh, that's gonna punish him horribly.
Yeah. That's spicy.
Because that kills. It's gonna do the 3 net, so he loses the same old things. What is it to break?
It's 11, I think. 2, 4. It's 2, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah.
That's just a strength. Oh, and 3 subs.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
I mean, you probably let him have the money back.
Yeah, you let him have the money. You want to.
I don't think you take the damage with the 2 same old things in hand.
Depends on how many else you have, right? If he has more in his deck, then maybe. Because I think that's pretty expensive, right?
Yeah.
You lose all your money. The game's over for you.
He's gonna fire him. Interesting.
I mean, I think you gotta fire him because like he needs the money more.
Yeah.
He must have another same old thing, or he must have another inside job potentially.
Right. Or another decoder.
Hydra is a sentry. Whew, it's brutal.
Let's see if he top decks the sneak door beta.
Oh man, that'd be amazing. So he has 1 stim hack in the bin. Lost his 2 same old things. The question here is, do you try and do you just draw, or he's gonna trying to get his draw from Liza with slot machine?
Yeah, I think so.
So basically, cost him 3 to get 2 draw. Yeah, he probably needs that because he wants to save clicks, really.
Yeah. I mean, you need the money almost as bad, though.
So what do you do here? Do you jam the echo chamber?
I would jam the agenda, I think. As long as you can afford to res all your ice.
Which you can.
Yeah, because it's going to be protected in the remote, and if he runs HQ, he might just give up and run HQ.
So he has a notoriety.
I don't think that's going off.
Nope, not going off.
Can't see that reality coming out. It's got the rejig, which is nice.
So maybe he tries to rejig.
That's tough. It's like you'd have to contest the remote to get him to spend the money, rejig the fem to the surveyor, and then run R&D.
And have like an inside job too, or something like that, and then pay through the red herrings. Like,
right.
I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, unless there's another stim hack in there. Yeah, the inside job may not be super necessary for R&D if you can get him to spend the money on the remote. Yeah, I think jamming the agenda is way better. Because it's all of his money right now just to steal that if you don't res the ice.
Yeah, I don't think. I think he's done here.
Yeah, that's quite the turnaround. Not what I expected.
Oh, I expected Janktivist to win this like 10 turns ago.
Well, yeah. If he had seen the agenda sooner, I would have been for sure. But when they didn't come out, uh, is that inside job gonna do anything?
Well, he's just gonna border control it, right? That's he's
Well,
got
yeah,
a
if he contests the remote,
he's got
yeah.
a run right now if he's gonna try and contest the remote.
I think you have to just go R&D.
He can't get into R&D.
Yeah, you would rejig the fem and then yeah, inside job R&D.
Well, he doesn't know about the currently femmed item. He doesn't know it's an Eli. Like that's very
Yeah,
breakable for him. So
right,
it could be another surveyor or something else.
right.
So he does. He can't. I don't know if he can risk. You know,
But certainly he can't get into the remote. I
cannot
would
get
think.
into the remote.
Yeah,
He doesn't have the money for red herrings. Like I think he's pretty much done.
yeah. At best, he falsifieds and then inside jobs R&D. I think. I don't know. That's super tough.
Well, he just reads toll booth and he can't deal with surveyor, can he? What's the cost to break surveyor? You need to go up 6, 12, 11, or 12, 13. You need 13 just to break the end of the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any lines here for him,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Rejigging. So if he rejigs to the, he could take a risk, right? He rejigs the surveyor,
Mm-hmm.
and then just depending on what we can just maybe make a guess here on this third ice. Maybe it's slot machine or something like that.
Yeah, or another Jua or something annoying.
Exactly. That he can still get through.
Yeah. I think if I'm not focused on HQ, I rejig the Fem to the Surveyor and inside job the remote. I think, sorry, the R&D. I think that's
Yep.
all you can do. You got to assume that's not an Ash on R&D because he res the one on the remote.
Maybe he could just trash it, right?
Yeah, but I don't think you would res it proactively,
No.
knowing that you'd have to trash it later. Maybe you would. Ooh, focused in on HQ. Can't blame him. I mean, it looks like the best server to get into from a cost standpoint.
Yep.
And he's drawn one or two cards since he filtered.
It's true. Yeah, because it could be an Ash. It could easily be an Ash and just keeps him out, so it just ends the run.
Yeah. I mean, even red herrings isn't great for you.
Yeah, I think from his perspective, that's totally true, right?
Yeah.
And there's only probably one more agenda in R&D, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think corps are favored in soccer quite a bit, so
Yeah.
it's the preferred way to like I played corp against Webster and was able to beat him, but so Janktivist also is one of the few as decks. So it's interesting.
Ooh.
From what I've seen, he's using like R&D, RDI because he can get him cheaper, and Cyber Feeder to help pay for things.
Yeah. I like that.
But then it seems like a pretty classic build, just with like the criminal, like the breakers are pretty good right now for soccer. So
Yeah. Does he have access to Cyberdelia, or is that the wrong cycle?
Uh, I, does he have access to that?
Because you could, making money while running is still pretty good, especially if you get like sec testing.
Yep. I also saw. So I still think MT is one of the best corps in cache refresh. Even if Asmari's wins, I still think MT is one of the best.
Yeah, I mean,
It's really hard to play against.
right. Especially when people are out there trying to turn on their crowdfundings, and you can just stop them.
So Death and Taxes, that's an interesting card.
Huh. It's that smells like a luxury spend. Just had that influence to burn.
Yeah, because he runs border controls and so Caddy Jones. I was running Caddy Jones, but I don't know if Caddy Jones is right against MT. It's still like you run out of money in criminal, so it is good. And
Hmm. Yeah, it's sort of like if they decide to just go all glacier, you at least have like another turn of contesting the remote.
exactly.
Looks like he's digging in for the long game. I mean, with As, you pay $1 for it. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, cost one. Yeah, it's good money. I mean, it's good. It's good. The class act is good. There's actually a lot of good connections in
Right.
cache refresh for As.
Yeah. And the hardware's not bad.
No, I don't know if I've seen him running Lucky Charmer, or I guess here's a flip switch, which is nice. So here's a direct access. I think you direct access this server one.
Hmm. I'm not sure if I would.
You, oh no, that was at the end of his turn. Oh yeah, yeah. You always direct access a single remote because you don't want him to get the Rashidas and that kind of stuff. They try and sneak out agendas.
Yeah, I suppose this early that makes sense because it's going back in your deck.
Is Lotus Field a legal card? Is that in?
I don't know.
Wait, is Lotus Field in?
Did they core set it?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe the chat can tell us. Is Lotus Field a legal card?
Are we gonna have to stop this game?
Maybe was it in the? Oh, it's System Core 19.
Okay,
I didn't know that.
fair.
Lotus Field, huh? Cannot be lowered. So what is the advantage here for this?
I think the advantage is you get to spend an extra $2 over an Enigma.
What?
It shuts off Beth. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do like the cyber feeder.
value data sucker. I love it. Do you think he's gonna install another class act? That
Yeah,
seems good.
he's running as is running parasites.
That is some good Lotus Field tech then.
My tech for against MT was guard because often they want to spearfish stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll put the stop on it. Huh.
Yeah, you can't stop this. Like he gets in.
Yeah.
This is where guard is like perfect, right?
Yeah.
But this might actually do enough damage to him where
Right. Yeah, you're losing the direct access. That's not great.
Oh, and he also gets to draw a card in R&D, so he can pull up another card that can like an Anansi. Oh, he can't res an Anansi. And he can't really res the Lotus Field. He gets this agenda.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter what he draws, right? Because it's gonna go. He's gonna spearfish anything. Unless he pulls up the guard.
If he
Then
has a guard, yeah.
then we got, yeah.
So I have a real question for people who are in the chat and watching. Does everyone love Anansi? Or do people hate it? What about you, Brian? Do you like it?
Um, yeah, I think it's a good ice. I like the like bypass thing where it'll do something no matter what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that Jinteki has always needed, because a lot of the times I feel like people just kind of ignore Jinteki ice if they're, they don't care about the damage or whatever. But that much damage guaranteed, I think it's definitely something they needed.
Yeah.
And the price is right for
Mm-hmm.
not just like the first turn blowout that it costs so much that it's something that's going to happen down the line.
Yeah, and I get that argument. Like it's my biggest beef with it is actually the opposite of what you're saying, or what kind of I disagree with you a little bit. I wish it could be bypassed, right? Like that's the one thing I wish it could be, is that you could get around it somehow.
I guess. I mean, what ice do they have that's so bad? Like it does. It seems like it's needed in their wheelhouse of ice to have something like that, because
Mm-hmm.
there isn't anything. You can just like fem all their ice, or you can break it cheap, or you can take the damage. It just seems like having something that hard to deal with is really good
Mm-hmm.
as an option.
Yeah.
I guess DNA Tracker is a pretty good ice too.
Yeah, it's a great ice. The big I think like I just didn't like Anansi as much in empty. I mean, I liked playing it. Like I played it all the time, right? Because
Well,
it
yeah,
was good.
because it's good.
But like the pain of Anansi is pretty brutal turn one, right? So you can never run against empty early.
Yeah. The only thing, the consolation prize is that they're going to be broke if they res it. So you have like the ability to run roughshod over everything else.
He's not broke though. Look at him.
Well, yeah.
Like I feel like they're never broke. He has two resed. This is where shutdown is good, right?
Yeah. And Hippo.
Hippo's not
Love
legal,
that.
right? Or is Hippo is legal.
Yeah. Would be surprised to see that. It's 5 influence, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, not doing that. So what
He
is this?
probably would. He would trade all of his cyber feeders for that right now, though. I think.
Lotus Field, work doing work.
Yeah. A paltry $5 to end the run.
Yeah, that's okay. He gets his score. That's good.
Yeah. Feels bad to draw that thimble rig though. Much cheaper.
So he lost a Abagnale here. I wonder if I'm assuming he has another code gate.
Yeah. I don't think he runs there without the ability to like protect it.
He's really trying to get some accesses here. Does he
Yeah.
have crowdfunding down? No, he
Just wants it.
Whew. So did you just click up here? Maybe put it in the remote? I don't know. You definitely hedge fund.
Yeah. I would put it in the remote, honestly. Because he showed a propensity for attacking HQ. I guess that maybe he thinks he's satisfied with HQ and maybe he won't attack it again.
I think he runs a real risk here of like not being able to find a code gate.
Right.
So I think you chance it and you jam it.
Here, you definitely go for the score.
Hmm. I think you should have jammed it.
Yeah. I mean, worst case is he has the decoder, but you have the Nisei token.
True.
Because it's only going to get worse. He's just going to have more money. He's just going to have more options.
Yep. Oh, he has another avenue. Whew.
Yeah.
He would have drawn right into it. Oh no, he drew for that, right? Yeah.
He drew for it.
See now
Even
he's
still, you start stretching him thin there if he has to contest at that turn. Because now next turn he's got 3 more from Katie, 2 more from daily casts. I guess it's 1 less.
Yeah, Mike, I would agree that like it is polarizing card, and I think it is, the spider in MT is what's really been the problem with it.
Yeah, I guess my view is a little bit tempered now that they've gotten rid of MT.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest beef with is that you couldn't run early, right?
Yeah,
Like you just could not run early against MT because of Anansi.
yeah, that's fair.
Because like there's other things you can run into, um, like Komainu and all that stuff. I mean, they all suck, right? Like don't get me wrong, um, but I just felt like and you couldn't play your dirty laundries and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's polarizing when MT's in the mix, but it just feels like if PE is rezzing it, I'm not too worried about it.
No, not at all. So what do you think? So Webster feels like he's on the back foot a little bit. Oh, he just got booted.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like it was a missed opportunity with the SSL, despite the fact that he drew the decoder.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I think so.
So now he's gonna have to lean into the border control plan to get it out the door. I'd be real tempted to do like border control SSL and then like do something and then roll it out next turn.
Oh, install a border control on the outside.
Yeah. I guess I fancy being poor too, so there's that.
So the downside here is he runs him through the remote, right? So he's actually not going to have enough clicks. No, because he can Nisei and border control.
Nisei, yeah. Which one do you take? Do you do the border or do you the Nisei?
So what's really nice about a rezzed border is that
I still have to deal with it.
they still have to deal with it, right? And you can thimble rig it to where you want.
Yeah.
I mean Nisei, but Nisei's anywhere, so. I think I might have. Oh, he didn't have direct access, right? That's right.
Yeah, you definitely save the direct access for this right here. I think.
Oh, he didn't do anything. Oh,
he wants the money.
Yeah, yeah. Get the money. He can get the money, and what he can potentially do now is he has a rezzed border control. He can bring up fast track, kind of fast track it.
Do the Nisei. Yeah, that's interesting.
I think it's good. It's good play because that's gonna. Well, he has the Caddy Jones, right? That's the problem.
Right. I'm just like I would be afraid of him dropping the RDI and going.
Well, he's gonna do another border control down.
Yeah. But $26 later or something, it seems like you can still get in. Ooh, double RDI.
Yeah, it's going to be brutal. Maybe you drop a Sadaka here, rearrange, save
Yeah,
you, and draw.
you could
Oh,
trash the
and you trash the Caddy
Caddy.
Jones. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what you do.
definitely. Runners are sleeping on the Sadaka. Got him.
Yeah, you got him.
Not the best.
So do you get rid of the thimble rig here? Yeah. Keep your border control. Do you want your distract your masses?
I don't think that matters.
Probably not, right?
Yeah. I guess the thimble rig really doesn't matter a whole lot either, though.
Thimble rig is just nice for moving border controls. That's your main thing for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sadaka's great here for like this exact reason. Trashing Caddy. So he does trash the thimble rig. He didn't draw any cards. He is on snare.
I was just thinking that.
He has 3 snare.
I didn't see the list, so I was curious. Guess not.
So he's going to have 2 Nisei counters, which is good. And he has the economy actually to get him going again.
Yeah.
Oh, and the celebrity gift, which will be nice when he can kind of it'll help. That's the card that allows Empty to really bounce back.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to look at doing a second RDI inside job just to try to see the next couple of cards and buy himself some time.
Mm-hmm. We can't inside job this Anansi. He's got the Stimhack.
True.
Yeah, he's got to deal with Anansi every time.
Right.
So it costs 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2 costs 5. If you do single accesses, that's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to be checking R&D though at least once a turn probably. Because you want to get that lock.
Yeah, you have no chance if he puts it in the remote, basically.
Mm-hmm. I guess what he was doing is just trying to get accesses
Suckers.
to, yeah. So he should know the next card, right?
I think he knew the Rashida, didn't he? He trashed an NGO and then hit something.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay. No, he saw the gift.
Yep.
Yeah, this is okay, I think. Double RDI with the data suckers. Yeah, this is pretty good.
It's a great line for him. But the question is, do you end it here?
Do you end it with the border? Install the border and then end it? I don't know. It's tough.
Because he really wants to get this Rashida. He doesn't want to spend. This is a tough call.
Yeah. I mean, it's game point. I feel like you burn the Nisei counter.
Yep, probably.
You're not saving him for the next game. So he's gonna tax him with the border and then end it, maybe.
Yeah.
Seems good.
So he might draw into this, which would be really good for him.
Would not be great to draw 2 agendas, though.
So does he jam here? He can Stimhack once. I think he jams, yeah.
Yeah, I would jam. All the data suckers are gone.
Oh, and he can install. He got Thimblerig. He can install Thimblerig and bring the other border control over. Yeah, he got it. He's got it.
Yeah.
Like he tries to stop him on our. There's basically, I think he has even he doesn't have the clicks to get into this.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he brings that to. He can bring any. He can bring it to R&D, or he can bring it to server too. With the Thimblerig, he can bring it either way.
Right. Yeah, I can't work out, and I'm sitting here trying to do the math and the clicks, and I can't come up with an answer that works
For
for Janktivist to get in, to even get an access.
to get an access on R&D, he doesn't have the money.
Yeah, you have to like eat the Anansi, but also Stimhack. That's like, it's just not gonna work.
You Stimhack once, then you can't. Yeah, you can't eat the Anansi.
Right. And even then, you're still you get Nisade and border controlled on both of those runs.
Well, you can get border control twice
Yeah.
and Nisei. So like wherever you go, he just stops you.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you think he drew agendas and you check HQ.
Yeah, the only line that makes sense is HQ. If he saw the thimble rig in HQ anyway.
Well, he doesn't know. Yeah, he doesn't know that he has a thimble rig. So
Mm-hmm. Regardless, it's still only one unresed ice. I think you still just try HQ, just in case.
so like my line here probably every time would be to like money up. And the reason why is because I can't really get in anywhere. Right? And he's just going to end my runs.
Right.
And like I'm going to lose anyways probably because I can't
What
get
if
anywhere.
it's an NGO is basically the
That's
thing.
exactly. So like if it's an NGO, like I can have more time to set up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the right play actually isn't going for accesses here.
Well, the counterpoint to that is you can, if you do think you can win on accesses, you get him to spend all of his end the run counters.
It's true.
So you're still making him do work that would otherwise stop you. I don't really know which way's better. If you can end up with a stim hack in your hand and have him burn all of his end the runs and you still have another turn, then you get your R&D access.
That's true. So you force him here. Yeah, he's kind of forcing his hand.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's one of 3 end the runs that we're going to see, possibly. Yeah, I didn't imagine a situation where you can keep the stim hack and do all this. There's no way. Save them dollars.
I think you just. And he can't get back in though with Anansi, right?
Mm-mm. If you, yeah, you have to draw twice and then run. This is no way. Well, you draw once and then pay, right? But you would lose the one. Yeah, never mind.
You pay. You still can't. You need two. You need still two to draw.
Yeah.
The stim hack.
Inside job.
Well, inside job 3 damage, right?
Yep. But what a way to go, right? With no cards in your hand. Yeah, that's okay. On to HQ.
He could be really rude here and thimble rig him and end the run.
Now you definitely have to do it. Oh, come on. I like running archives there. Just trick like I'm gonna play notoriety.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yes, that was a really nice play by Webster to force him to get this SSL so he has the money to do what he needs to do.
Yeah. It's risky, but it worked.
So do you think we're going to see an Asmari game? Because I think Janktivist gets to pick.
I would say so, yeah. Corp's
Yeah.
definitely the way to go. He's even suggesting it for him proactively.
I think just the way like the places like lined up, like it worked better for Janktivist because he got a pick first.
Well,
Because
yeah.
it's just better to be Corp in this meta, I
Mhm.
think. Okay.
It wouldn't be exciting if it didn't go to a game 3.
Yeah, of course. So that was a pretty good game, though. There were some really good
What?
plays there. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I feel like that's just an exhibition of the overwhelming power of the work compression that you can get out of Nice's and border controls.
Oh
That's
yeah.
just like a case study on how bad that is.
Okay, so game 3, everyone. This is looks like Janktivist is going to be playing his Asmari deck, and this is an Asmari deck where he's using Surveyor, and just attacks them out. Last game he had the first game he had a ton of money, just didn't find agendas. Was able to still win, but um, I wonder if Liza's going to have a little better start here. I don't. There's no economy in this hand. I think he maybe mulligan this.
Yeah, I would mulligan that. The Paragon is nice, but I don't think it's nice enough.
Nope.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a fairly good hand. Do you contest this Rishida? I mean, probably know it's a Rishida. Do you try to get it?
No, you just set up. He just checks R&D. He wants his draw more than anything.
Yeah.
Whew.
Ouch. That's a nice assortment of cards.
Yeah, I think he still like kind of he ices up his servers because he wants to ice up R&D and archives. Surveyor is not good for archives.
Yeah, I'm curious if he's going to commit it to archives or not. I didn't think so.
Yeah, I would have maybe put the slot machine there if I was gonna wanted to cover everything because I think it's really dangerous to let him have this much draw.
Yeah, and a place to dirty laundry.
Yep.
And bankroll and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know that you commit the surveyor to it though. I'm
No,
not
I think
sure.
you put the surveyor on R&D. It's weak right now, but you can make it stronger.
Yeah.
See, now slot's gonna go there on archives.
Yep. I think what he's thinking about right now is trying to get the agenda out the remote and just trying to rush it. I think that's a bad line though.
Yeah, I think turtling up is better.
Yeah.
Slot machine is just making Janktivist money.
Yeah. It's not doing a bad job of making Webster lose money, though.
So he has to know this is a an NGO. This is a good time for rogue trading.
Yeah.
Oh, agendas are now coming.
Well, he's in, I think, a good position this time to handle having them.
Yeah. And I don't think Webster is on doof.
We didn't see it at all last game.
Yeah. He must know this is an NGO.
Yeah.
Just forcing him to res, I'm assuming. Or you could think it's a biovault, right?
Yeah, he knows he's got. I think he knows he's got the Bible. Yeah, because he ended the run on R&D last game. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, got him.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's really good when you have a biovault in your server too, though.
Oh yeah.
So getting rid of the Rashida. Having 2 Enigma is a little bit annoying, right?
Seems good.
Seems good, yeah.
Right now, anyway. I was wondering if he was going to do that.
Just go in and deal with it?
Yeah. I was thinking he thought it was an Ash or something, though.
Whatever it is, I mean, it's good to deal with it now before the server is crazy. Right. So Hot Pursuit. Oh, we got rid of Hot Pursuit. Oh, my goodness.
Yikes. Is he going to... yeah, so this is where you test for the second inside job / special order.
Mm-hmm. What's on HQ right now? Surveyor?
Surveyor, Enigma.
Well, he ditched the Hot Pursuit, so he doesn't think he's going HQ.
Right. It's a little telling that he names event instead of program. I guess you have to funnel it through a special order anyway.
I also think he doesn't change from event.
Probably ever, yeah.
Most, it seems like most. Oh, this is a good one to pick up. Oh, bummer. It's not gonna. He's not gonna see what he wants to see.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to get accesses, though, right?
Oh, I didn't even see he put that on R&D. Yeah, that's definitely better. Little does he know, there's only 2 in there.
Yeah.
2 in 28.
So I think he probably plops in daily quest here, right?
I think so. He can distract the masses now, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Which is
taking the credit.
Do you distract the masses right now? I mean, put more agendas in R&D. He's not running HQ.
It's true. I guess, yeah, if he ditched the Hot Pursuit, he's showing that he's not going there.
Yeah. Oh, this might be bad because He dropped. Oh no, he got his draw before. Never mind. Because I was gonna say he bottomed one of his programs, but he drew it. So he's got a rejig, which is useful. So the question is, does he go and deal with this daily quest? He doesn't have a way to really deal with it right now.
Yeah. It's definitely good to get in there because, again, it doesn't have much protecting it, and there's two things worth trashing in there.
What's kind of you could be using slot machine to actually draw to the cards you want.
Yeah. So I was saying last game, it's like some of that running on archives was just to know what you're going to get with your Liza draw.
Yeah.
That actually worked in my favor in this tournament. I was running Oracle May.
Oh, he must have found a degree mill. That's why he installed that.
Yeah.
Good catch there.
Oh. Yeah. Smart. If he's running again, makes sense.
All of the agendas are in the top.
Great.
It's crazy. Oh, and he has notoriety.
Yep.
So if he can,
he's probably just going to win when he hits the agendas in HQ and when he makes that run for the notoriety.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless he hits the degree mill.
He'll have an inside job because these are really porous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like he now his Sai is now gone. He puts it on HQ and runs HQ. And then these are super porous, right? He can just.
He's still got to draw the Sai and get the money though. That's not great.
No, it's not.
He's going for the degree mill.
That's a mistake, right?
You think so?
Oh no, it's safe. It's definitely safe.
That's safe. I would almost be inclined to say if you could get the Jua out there, you just jam the SSLs. Just go.
I don't know. I think like getting money here is the right line, right? Oh, you might want for Webster, right?
Yeah. I think getting your draw and then getting your money this turn is fine.
The problem is he needs to also have to play notoriety. These slot machines get in the way, right? Because they take your money. You don't have the money to play it, so maybe getting a bankroll down would be good to get the money on there to pop it to be able to play notoriety.
Definitely. And you can't even stim hack because you might hit it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best feeling. Is he gonna drop the legwork? He's probably gonna drop the legwork. Ooh, getting rid of Paragon.
I don't think he needs Paragon right now.
Yeah.
He needs to figure out a way to get this notoriety off.
Right. Now that he has the Sai, you definitely don't need the Paragon to filter for you.
I think keeping the bankroll would have been good.
Yeah, I think so too. Because you're surely going to run to get your draws, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think keeping the Jua would have probably been okay.
Yeah, don't you want to do Jua Echo Jammer next turn and then go for the SSL after that?
Maybe he's going to try and hot pursuit HQ. He does have a stim hack. I don't like that play. Gives
Yeah.
him money. He knows it's an NGO.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you're single advancing it, you might as well just res it as soon as you install it.
So the Eli's there now, which kind of messes him up.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Hot Pursuit's back on the table.
The Surveyor kind of gets in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So border control on HQ. So you must know there's agendas in there, right?
Well, if he's definitely signaling that they are.
So there's this Tycho back.
Is he gonna drop the notoriety? Is he giving up on the plan? The dream? The dream is over.
Is it? Yeah, I think you still keep it.
He's not giving up on the dream. I appreciate that.
Same old thing for. Yeah, just you get some money here and.
Yeah, you have the option of inside jobbing the remote if you ever decide that that's a good idea.
Yep. The Hydra.
He's familiar with that one.
So what went in there? That was a daily quest?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, he's just trying to get some money.
You gonna put the Hydra on top next turn? That's a spicy inside job protection, though. Hopefully something better than that turns up in the next couple of turns.
He wants to like install this Fem, or he doesn't have the money yet, does he?
Yeah. I don't think we've seen a credit kiting out of here, have we?
He does not have credit kiting, I'm pretty sure.
I think that's a mistake.
Yeah. That would have been good. So the Hydra's there now.
Yeah. That's not the best one because you don't want to have to res that early, but
So I also think you maybe distract the masses here.
I think so.
Well, I guess HQ's pretty protected. He's not going there.
Yeah. That is where the cyber cipher is, though. Get paid. Now you know what to fem.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is a turn of like just poking around to see what you have to deal with, right?
Right. Hopefully not spending so much money that you have to recover from it.
Mm-hmm. So he boosted. That's okay though. That's a sign though.
That's a signal, yeah.
So you fem that.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, is it really, you gonna fem it and Stimhack next turn? Of course, then you get bordered.
It's okay.
Yeah, and then you just go back.
Yeah. I think he tries to get the notoriety off.
I mean, I hope so.
I think that, well, we
I
know.
would like to see it.
Yeah, we know what that agenda was. That where the agendas are. So.
Yeah.
Look at these tells. Oh my gosh.
This is like he's like leaning back in his chair and his shirt falls open and it says, "I have 2 agendas in HQ" on the front. That's how obvious this is at this point.
Tycho breaks it for, what is that? $2-3? That's not bad.
No, it's a great breaker if you don't mind giving your opponent money. Rest in peace, Tapeworm.
Oh, that would have been an awesome combo.
Yeah. There was a period of time where that was legal and it was fun. I'm pretty sure it was legal anyway. I was doing it.
And he hits an angel, an archangel. Brutal.
Can't use that. What do you bounce? You don't. You definitely don't do the cyber cipher, right? I mean, the RDI probably.
Yeah, RDI seems good. Oh, this is actually really good as well. Um, if you can use Dirty Laundry on that run against to get your notoriety money, right? If you want to do something like that.
Yeah. Yep. You'd have to have $5 going into one of the runs on that server. You'd lose 3, offshore 2 in the dirty laundry.
It's this border control that's the problem now, though, on HQ.
Yep. That's gonna be. I think that's game over on the notoriety.
So you just try and win on the remote if you can.
It's hard to say. I think so.
Yeah.
Because he's dedicating a lot of his really great ice to HQ at this point.
Yes.
You're not winning out of HQ. That's just not.
Why is he making this run?
Career crowdfunding?
Sure. Does he get crowdfunding?
He did the Archangel on R&D and then 2 on Archives. So yeah, he should.
Yeah, Michael Cavis did one game. He won game 2. He had some really nice plays there. It's really hard to get rid of some of this stuff, right?
There's a lot of good keepers in there.
I would get rid of RDI. Well, I know what the agendas are, but
Right. Yeah, RDI looks like you're out at this point, where you're just gonna drop it and then click through the Eli if you have to.
oh, so he got rid of the notoriety.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Feels so sad.
Yeah.
So Janktivist just kind of like maybe sits back, puts some ice down. He's committed a lot of important ice though to HQ.
Right. So unless he's running Thimble Rig, after the last game, maybe he like made some changes real quick.
That'd be sketchy. I know I did not see a Thimble Rig, and we in the bottom 4 cards there might have been, but
Right.
I think they were all agendas.
I think that's okay. I think you can trash those.
Yeah, his economy is really good right now.
If you have the daily quest up and it's not being contested or could not be contested, that's definitely fair.
So I wonder if a line for him, Cavis could have been is just to like get server 1 locked down with like the Sai and Femming stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen most of the advanceable fake outs already.
Mm-hmm.
So basically everything is going to be real when you go in there. Is he going to do that now? Yep. I think that may be the plan.
Yeah, you just say like, I mean, he can. So if he keeps all this money though, then Ash is going to be a real liability, right?
Yep. And he did see it last game.
What was that installed there? That was a Surveyor.
Yep, Surveyor.
And
We are distracting the masses. Just really keep that value in that HQ ice. Oh, he's putting back. There you go. That's smart. Putting back some fake outs.
Yeah, it's the bio vault too. I mean, does Cabas just like click for credits?
Yeah, I guess it would depend on what's all in his deck that he needs to go for.
I don't know if I install that RDI because he has no way to deal with it, right?
With R&D.
Yeah, I don't understand the RDI install. Maybe force him to commit a piece of ice there.
Yeah, I mean it's game point. So, what was the second to last ice on R&D?
Second to last ice on RND is the Archangel. Oh, he has two Cyber Cipher.
Aha. That maybe explains some of the drawing last game.
Oh, looking for another one. Yes, you're not really getting into HQ, right? Not easily.
Right. So, yeah, I was wondering if he was going to try the NGO. This is the situation where you get to go home talking to yourself when they don't run it, and you're like, oh, well, I guess I could have just put the agenda in there.
Well, he has falsified, so.
That's good. Now there's no chance of feeling stupid.
Yep. Yeah, I think his plan is just to camp this remote.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a Hydra down again, which was devastating for him last time.
Uh-huh. And when Fem's your breaker for it, I think it's always going to be devastating.
Yeah, so I think you would fem the second piece of ice here, and then you inside job serve.
Yeah.
I actually don't think that's a bad play, and just if you inside job it, and then he might try and jam SSL because you're so poor.
Mm-hmm.
The question is what is the next turn, right? You found that you need 3.
For the runner, you mean?
Yeah, so I would plan the next turn because let's say this is a agenda. You got to go check it. Do you waste all your money? I think the line is definitely fem the second one and inside job.
Yeah, I think depending on if you can find out what the ice are too, you might go broke and make your opponent guess whether you're on Stimhack or not.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Then you have back-to-back Stimhacks with playing it in same old thing too. So if there's like a border control there, you can redo it if you have to. I think that's not a bad spot to be in.
He could even inside job it again, right? With the same old thing.
Yeah.
Depending
on what you're up against.
Well, if your opponent, I think if your opponent installs advances, if you get in here, because he can get in, I think you definitely inside job it with Fem on the second one.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost you 1, at the most subs 3, right? So it costs you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Costs you 6.
Right.
But you have to pay 9. So he might not even have the money actually. 9 because you got to get this Fem down.
Yeah, if only there was a card that let you put Fem down for free. Check it out. It also costs 0.
Yeah, that would have been a good card.
Maybe Nisei will print one for us.
Isn't there a card already out there? What is it? That card you were talking about?
I don't remember.
Um, credit kiting.
No. Yeah, maybe that's it.
It's essentially free.
Yeah.
The consequence is what, a tag?
Yep. You have to make a central run too. Back when they had that really dumb card, Mars for Martians, you didn't mind playing that because it was just another dollar you got later.
Yeah.
This game was pretty silly for a while.
So this is. I don't think he actually can get in with even with inside job. 9. Yeah, he doesn't have the money.
You would need 5+9. Yeah, can't do it. Is he just thinking Stimhack? Yeah, that's your other option. Just straight Stimhack.
Hydra 10. Does Janktivist have to think about this? You res this, right? Well, it costs you 10.
I mean, unless so, this is an NGO, right?
Yep.
So unless you don't want your opponent to know what your eyes are, for whatever reason.
That's true. Like a border control or something.
Yeah. Or if you wanted, yeah, if you want them to think you have a border control, and then they run R&D where there's only one agenda. It's hard to predict what your opponent's going to do, though.
So that's 2 credits, and then.
He probably thinks, hell yeah, I got the right one with the Fem.
Oh, Hydra.
And now the bad news. Not so much.
Can you even break this? No, you can't.
No, he can't break it.
So he loses all of his cards. Opponent gains. Yeah, it's true.
I wonder if he thought he guessed right at first.
I mean, this one still would have cost him 8, 9. I don't think he would have been able to get in. Both of these are bad for him.
Yeah.
Hydra's great if you know your opponent's going to go and tag me.
I've been playing a lot of Acme lately, so yeah. That tag is nice.
Yeah, it's 3 net on this one. So it's 3 net if the runner is tagged. Otherwise, give the runner 1 tag. What's he breaking? Probably the. He doesn't want to.
Is he breaking the end the run?
I think he's breaking the.
No way.
The net. He wants to hold on to these cards.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Oh, he would have died if he didn't break that.
That's right.
Yep. Good thing he remembered, because we didn't, or at least I didn't.
See, I still think like having the Fem on the second piece of ice is better because of inside job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're guaranteeing that you have to pay for the first one, no matter what. If you put it on the outside, put the Fem on the outside.
Yep. Janktivist jams here, right?
Yeah. Definitely. Because he already showed that his Stimhack's not going to work, so.
He doesn't have any rejigs. I guess you could No, because even if you had the Fem on the Hydra, it's going to cost you one, two, three, four, five, six, right? Well, that's actually not a ton of money.
Uh huh. Is he counting his rejigs?
Maybe. Man, I don't know as runner if I'd want to be facing this ice.
Yeah. Both of these corps have had. These are just some pretty brutal ice selections.
Yeah. I don't know if I think the line here for Janktivist is he just has to jam.
Mm-hmm.
And if Webster pulls it out, then you'd be like, man, good for you.
Yeah.
You could play it conservatively though and just install Eli on the outside. That would
Yeah.
really slow things down.
Yeah. The Eli doesn't do anything unless he moves the Fem.
Inside protects against. That's true.
Or it doesn't do much, I guess I should say.
Yeah. Costs 3 more.
Yeah. I. If this is decided by 3, though, I don't know.
It could be in this if he had done it the other way, if he had put the Fem on the Hydra.
Right. Yeah.
Because then like that was only 6 credits to get in.
Then the inside job would matter, though.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he has any outs.
No. I wonder if he's thinking about inside jobbing R&D and just like crossing his fingers that it's a bunch of crap that doesn't do anything.
Oh, and like you could inside job.
You would click the Eli.
Yeah, you click the Eli. That's actually not a bad line.
Yeah, well, it's your Hail Mary for sure. You know, it might be like some ice and then a slot machine and then Eli, or the Archangel doesn't matter either.
Archangel could put back RDI.
Yeah, so you're seeing one less card, but not that big a deal.
So there's one more agenda in there. Yep. So he's got that line. That's what he's doing.
And I think that's gonna get him an access either way.
Yep.
That's an expensive inside job stopper.
Gets through though.
Yep. Slippery runners. I'm gonna feel pretty bad if there's an SSL on top.
Oh man, brutal. That would be brutal.
It would. So Janktivist this weekend at the regional got some pretty solid luck, so he'll laugh about that. So I think maybe after the pain subsides, but I'll have to give him some cuff either way.
1 and 11.
Yeah. No, he got it. Well, that's 2 tournaments for him this week.
Yeah, good. He's on point.
Yep, that's a hot streak if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, so he won the regional and then won the soccer championship. That's pretty good. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this. This was those are brutal matches for the runners specifically, right?
Yeah.
It was hard to watch.
These would be good to look back on and rewatch them, I think.
Yeah, I think actually Janktivist actually had a pretty good runner match um, against Webster, but I think look at all this ice he has out. Letting daily quest run that long is bad.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate everyone coming on and watching the stream and chatting on here. Um, but congratulations to Janktivist, and we will check you guys all later. Okay, bye.